What's going on? Instagram Live. What's happening, guys? Just wanted to send out a quick message this morning on live while I'm driving down to the office for my RVP Academy right now. So I'm going to be training a bunch of our guys on how to get wealthy, how to get rich. The only way you get rich, the only way you get wealthy is you got to hang out with wealthy people. You got to hang out with people that are more successful than you. So I am going to, the one thing that kind of got me thinking on why I wanted to talk to you guys this morning. What's up, Sean? I wanted to talk to you guys because, I posted that thing that said that 78% of full-time workers, I mean, these are people that are working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. They are, they feel like they're living paycheck to paycheck. And so it kind of got me thinking, this little post was, I got it sent out to me at the perfect time. Last night I was on an appointment, and it's so crazy because this couple was making $200 grand a year, and they couldn't afford $100. They were like worried. They had a kid that was going to be driving, and so they were nervous about the insurance. And it's unbelievable, man. I mean, how do you make $200 grand a year and feel like you're broke? Again, I know I hear people say it all the time. You know, I make 100 grand and I'm broke. I make 150, I'm broke. 200 grand, I'm broke. It's California, I'm broke. You know, hey, look, I mean, the truth is that now you might not be living your dream life at 200 grand or 150 or 100, but and obviously your intention is to make a lot more and to get totally, absolutely financially independent. But come on, there's something wrong, man. I mean, if you're not living okay, or if you're not saving money and you're making 200 grand, you're just living way beyond your means. That's all. I mean, that's all there is to it. So you got to get financially organized. What do I mean by financially organized? You got to get Quicken. And I'm telling you, man, you need to send this message out to as many people as you possibly can, because I'm going to teach you guys some things that I did to become financially independent before I was 30. We had saved $1 million before we were 30 years old. So look, you got to buckle down and get financially responsible. It's about being responsible. Hey, Torres, morning. What's going on? Come on, you guys. Packer Dad, you got to change your name, man. You got to change your name, Packer Dad, to your actual name. I'm going to keep harping on you guys, all right? Because I want you guys to show your name so you can build your brand. Having these little funky names, I don't think it's a good idea. So put your name. Like my name on my Instagram is Daniel Alonzo. So that way you guys know who I am. That way anybody else that gets, knows who I am. So I'm trying to teach you guys also how to try to get this social media game going as well. So anyways, back to the conversation. So you got to take a step back, reorganize yourself, and say to yourself, I got to get financially organized. So what you're going to do, you're going to start off number one by you're going to go out and buy the program Quicken. Okay, Quicken, I think, is the best program. And you don't have to get QuickBooks, because a lot of you are not in businesses. Like if you're in real estate, I know there's a lot of people in real estate that watch me on these lives, and you don't have any inventory. So you don't need QuickBooks. Just get Quicken, like Home and Business Quicken, where it can, organize where all your money's going, okay? So that's the first thing I did, is I organized my money. The second thing I did was I had a budget. So I created this budget in an Excel spreadsheet. And if you want to go on to building-leaders.com, you can see my story on there, but there's all kinds of great stuff. If you just register, it's a free website. I don't charge you anything for any of that crap. And so you go in there and you go into the download section, and I think it's under like the license agent process, I think. And you go in there, but just play around, and there's all kinds of stuff you can download. But there's a little budget sheet, and it's the simplest, easiest looking budget sheet you'll ever see in your life. This is what's key about the budget sheet. is that what it is, it's basically an Excel spreadsheet where you have all your bills on the left-hand column, and then there's rows. There's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, whatever. There's rows that you're able to check mark off when you pay that bill. So your goal, you know, especially if you're in sales, your goal is to try to get everything paid off as quickly as possible. So on the first of the month, right, you're starting to knock out those bills. You want to get rid of your bills as quickly as possible. So that way, the quicker you pay off the absolutes, the bills that are for sure, the quicker you pay that stuff off, the rest of the month that you're making money, you're able to save that money and invest that money. And then what I would do is I would, if you guys have questions, I have about 10 minutes. So if you guys have questions, I'll answer questions as well. Once I park here in a couple seconds, about 3 minutes. And so what you're going to do is you're going to check mark off, right? January's bill, you know, your mortgage or your rent or whatever, and boom, you check it off. And your goal is to check mark off all that you know, January, that month, or February, March, whatever month you're in, and you check it off and you go, boom, I'm done. I got my bills paid. I got my absolutes, they're paid, they're done. Everything after that, you're going to start throwing everything you got into savings. And what I would do is in Quicken is I would have like a little column, because they're all, it's like a check register, so it just shows every single you know, payment that you make. And so what you're going to do is you're gonna you know, add in like a little savings column, right? And just date it like 2020, so it's far out, so it stays at the end of the check register. And all you're gonna do, every time you have extra money, right? You know, you got $5,000 in your checking account or whatever the number is. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take out, if you know you can survive because you paid all your bills already, and you know that just the little things that are gonna come up, you know that you could, you know, take care, $1,000 will take care of it, or $1,500 will take care of it, whatever. Take the difference, throw it into the savings. And then the next month you do the same thing, and the next month you do the same thing, and the next month you do the same thing, and you start building that thing up. Next thing you know, you got 20 grand in that little savings column, and it's just all savings, and it's still in your checking account. You're not earning a whole lot of interest in it at that moment, but the reason why is because, you know, a lot of us are in sales, so you got to kind of plan for an unexpected, maybe bad month or something like that. And then so what you're going to do is you build it up, and then once you got it to a decent number, you send it off. You send it all off to your long-term investments or your home fund if you're buying a house. Like I had a home fund, and I would send it to a money market account, so it's a conservative, safe account. That wasn't my long-term, so I can buy a house. And that's how we bought our first condo at like 23 years old or something like that. And then we turned around, we put a bunch down on that, and then we turned around in about 3 years and we sold that, and then we ended up buying our house, our next house. We paid that off within a few years, and then we were able to buy our dream home that we're living in right now. And so, and that's almost paid off. You know, we'll probably have about 3 more years, and that'll be completely wiped out, paid off. And so, you know, we will have a, you know, $2 million plus home completely paid off in about 3 years. And so this is all just just some ideas that can, you know, get you a little bit more financially organized. Once a week on Thursday mornings at in the morning, early in the morning, I will go through my Quicken. I'll go through my bills. I have somebody that helps me organize all my you know, bills and make sure that everything's filed and all that kind of stuff. So that helps. But the truth is that your job is to make sure you know where all the money is going. That's your goal. Because a lot of people, they spend cash all the time. Cash is terrible. I never had cash in my pocket. Now I always have cash. I have $500 in my pocket right now. I always have cash now because I like to, you know, have cash now. But your job right now, as you're getting financially independent, never have cash. Because cash, number one, you can't write it off. You know, most of the stuff you buy, you don't write it off. You lose the receipts and stuff like that. So I got about, you know, 2-3 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, Thank you for joining, man. Hello from Las Vegas. Solid detailing. Awesome, man. So, yeah, get organized, dude. Good advice, Daniel. Jayla. Anterloose. Awesome. Miss Tavali. What's up, Dan? Deborah. What's up? My name. Yo. All right. Awesome. Deborah Lynn Golden. You are golden, man. Hey, Daniel. Thanks for the advice, Tamber. Let's see. Shane Scott. Thanks for getting on this morning. Yes, you're right. Denora. Financial organization is the key. Yes, you are correct. You got to stay financially organized. You couldn't afford the wife going on maternity leave. So sad. 24K and broke. Come on. We don't want no broke people around here. But hey, look, we were all broke before we got rich, okay? So always remember that, okay? We have to start somewhere. So don't ever be embarrassed of not having a lot of money. It's okay. All of us are broke at one point in time. That's the way we start. So you just got to get educated, man. And again, totally true. I met with a family, well-educated PhD. Man, this place, thanks for getting on, Barbie, Ernesto, great morning, man. But yeah, I was with that family last night, and it's lost you for a second. It's crazy because, I mean, this family, they lived in a great neighborhood. They're driving a nice car. The guy was an engineer. She worked for the tax revenue office, and it's just, and I was actually trying to give them tax advice because they didn't know what they were doing when it came to taxes, and she worked for the IRS. How crazy is that? Unbelievable. And so you have to start getting wiser with your money. It's not hard. You just got to humble yourself, man. You got to be humble. You got to sit down. You got to be humble. And you got to make sure that you are taking advice from people that are smarter than you. Who cares how old you are? Ego keeps you broke, dude. Having a big ego, right? Thinking you know it all is going to keep you broke. Stop having such a big ego. You call somebody that's richer than you, or you listen to me right now and you do these things I'm telling you to do, and you get freaking wealthy. Who wants to get wealthy? Seriously, who wants to get wealthy right now? Who wants to start building financial independence? I know you do. Everybody does. Everybody wants to. Get excited about it. Thanks, Ivan, for getting on. Kelly, thanks from Ontario. Love it. Julian, thanks for getting on. Mike, what's up? Boston, love it. Boston is in the house. Demi, Oahu. Man, I love it. Post where you guys are from, man. I want to know where all you guys are from, please. I'd love it. I love you, Paula Harold. We got you guys out of debt. Yes, we did. I helped Paula Harold on here. Got her personally out of debt. Completely out of debt. Thank you from Ontario, California. Your website again is building-leaders.com. Love that you guys are on. Ernesto, Las Vegas, Sacramento, Michigan, New York. Love you guys, man. I love New York, by the way. I'll come out and speak in New York anytime. I want to get wealthy. I'm excited. I got wings. Good. Change your name to your name so I know your name. Just like I know Shane Scott. So change your name. I got wings. That's lesson number 1. Vancouver. Your name, Tiankin or something like that. Vancouver. Great to have you on. Hey, look, guys. I want you to get financially free. You can do this, okay? Get organized. Get financially literate. Stop paying so much in taxes. You can legally pay less in taxes than you're paying right now. Stop getting scammed by the government, okay? There are legal ways, smart ways to manage your money and taxes. Be wise, be smart. I'll see you guys next time. Love ya. Dream bigger. Do it now.